Hey everybody, how are you feeling today? I hope you're well and I hope you're healthy. Your mind, your body, and soul is in peace. I'm filming this video here from my room in Spain, and I hope everybody can stay at home and be safe. Firstly, I'm very happy to make this video, and thanks to the strong women of Navigators team, for organizing this wonderful platform where incredible young leaders across Indo-Pacific can share their passion, their ideas, and their projects. Without further ado, I would like to start a discussion about women in water-related fields. Now, water-related field in this context is about hydrology. It's the science of water movement, distribution, management, and my background is oceanography, and this is mostly the study of the water of the ocean and estuaries. At the present, I am a scholar of a European Union funded master degree called WACOMA, which is Water and Coastal Management, and I'm studying all sort of things like modeling of ocean processes, biology, chemistry, physics, geology, management, and so on. I want to ask you a question before I start. Is how many of you can swim? And for me personally, I started swimming only when I was 17 or 18 years old. And when I first learned swimming, it was very difficult and it was very scary. But I persisted and I realized that once I learned how to swim, it opens up a new world for me where I could explore the ocean and the water environment more than I could ever before. Um, I realized that this is one of the common thing amongst my peer in Indo-Pacific, that they are not able to swim despite being surrounded by the ocean, the river, and beautiful beaches and the beautiful coral reefs that we have. So, my journey in ocean science has taken me to beautiful places around the world, and I've had some of the best opportunities I can ever experience out there. I've worked and lived in Brunei, which is my home country, Malaysia, Philippines, Thailand, and Europe. I want to be honest with you, the journey in ocean science is not always easy, so it's good to be aware that there are a lot of challenges that will come to you, and you have to know to expect this and overcome this. For example, working environment can be very demanding and challenging. The dynamic ocean system that change ever so drastically because of the tide, waves, wind, it can either break you or it can make you. Say, there's a saying about time and tide waits for no man. So this is how your schedule as an ocean scientist or ocean lover will revolve around following this external condition. And secondly, working tools and equipment can be a hurdle because it can be quite heavy, it can be missing, it can break, it can, everything could go wrong. You can imagine can go wrong sometimes. The third one is when you work on a boat, you are working away from home, you are working away from your comfort zone. And when I was working as a scuba instructor in Thailand, the company is a live on board operation. So the trip can last 4 to 5 days before it's coming back to the shore. So doesn't mean it have constantly good Wi-Fi, or doesn't mean they will serve you your favorite food on the boat. So doesn't mean the ocean can be calm. It can also be rough, where it will rock the boat side to side and make you really sick, and all of the thing in your stomach will come out, but it's all part of the experience. The fourth one, I want to talk about conservation, because for me it's mostly emotionally draining to see that a beautiful beach or an ocean is full with plastics, microplastics, all sorts of waste, and no matter how many hours you spend cleaning, digging these things out, picking this little marine debris, and there is very little change you can do just by yourself. And in the ocean, when I see a ghost net or discarded fishing equipment, covering the coral, trapping the fish around it, I tried my best to remove it and let the fish free, but it could be too late. The fish might be already too weak to swim and they would just crumble around along the seabed. So this kind of things for me personally is more emotional than other aspects. In terms of finances, I get asked a lot in ocean science because it's not your typical direction for career. Um, Sometimes you have to do extra courses and training, and this will cost you a lot of money. For example, the first level of scuba diving license can cost you $300 or $400 depending on where you are, and the equipment you invest on, you want to get a good reliable one, and this will cost you a bit more. So in order to be an instructor, you have to do a lot of advanced courses and you have to get a minimum number of dives in order to qualify. And eventually, this will all add up to lots of time and lots of money spent. And all these challenges I've mentioned, there's a lot of ways and opportunities out there that you can take advantage of. I grew up in a humble home and I don't always get what I wanted. But I always remember what my father told me: you have to work hard to achieve your dreams. And he is right. I carry his advice with me everywhere I go. His advice has made me who I am. Women need to work hard to get to where you want. Sometimes you have to work harder. And this is true not just in the ocean science field, but in every aspect of life. In Europe, I noticed that there isn't much gender discrepancy when it comes to women in water-related fields. But however, when I was in Asia, I see otherwise. In the scuba diving world, for example, the ratio of female to male dive instructors have improved over the years, and the recent study that shows that 40% of diver community is actually women. So this is something really good for us as women to involve more in the water related field and make the ratio better. The scuba equipment used to be made for just man body type, and it has changed a lot now. It has different colors and fashion for women to choose from. Um, yes, it is physically hard for a small dive instructor like myself to deal with strong current, big wave, heavy equipment, and sometimes big students. But so what? Do your best and show them that you can. I like to mention here a personal experience. A few years ago, I was doing a job interview in Brunei, and I will never forget the emotion I had from that day. The potential employer, the guy, he was looking to hire a scuba instructor for his company, and it was very interesting because some of his first sentences were, "Oh, it is very good to finally see you, but I thought you were a man because most instructors are male. Now that I see you, a female instructor, I'm not interested to hire you." So far, this is the only instance where, unfortunately, I experienced gender discrimination during a job recruitment. Other times, most employer know how to look beyond my gender and read what's in my resume. Women can do what men can do. And in this field, what matters is the skill you can offer and the experience. One of the projects that I did was in Thailand. Last year, it was called the Octo Mission. This was funded through a YC States grant of 15,000 US dollars. From the project, we're able to give free scuba diving training to 20 young, bright leaders from Thailand. And at the same time, we increased awareness on marine conservation through workshops and site visits. I was the project manager, and I had the privilege to make some important decisions, and one of these is to ensure that the ratio of selected participants is equal women to men. When you have the chance to lead a project or any initiative now or in the future, you can make the same small changes that can lead to big difference. Try to include this small detail of ensuring there's equal opportunity and equal participation of women. Lastly, I'd like to comment on the financial challenges and opportunity because this relates to everybody. I've given you an example about the Waisili Seeds grant, and I strongly recommend you to look into this. It can greatly help you kickstart your project or amplify your project on a larger scale. The other ways I can comment is for you to actively participate in competition where the rewards will include cash prize or benefits, and you can use this to invest for your training in ocean science. Um, Also, you have to watch out for paid internship and scholarship opportunities. There are a lot out there, and if you're interested to further your study, you should actively look for this. Try also to sign up for leadership programs. This can improve your personal development, capacity building. You can widen your perspective on wicked and complicated issues. And most importantly, you can improve your networking. You can be inspired with friends and strong women like the ladies organizing this Navigator platform. Now, I like to conclude my video just from the 3 takeaways that I've already mentioned earlier. The first one is you have to work hard to achieve your dreams. Especially as a woman, you have to work hard, but just work hard for it. And the secondly, you have to show them that you can do it, and remember to be brave and never give up. It's really important, no matter how hard it is. And then the third one, the small changes you make, it can lead to a big difference. I cannot emphasize this enough, because by changing who you are, by changing small decision in a project, you can make a big impact. And I think this is all for me. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to share my experience and some of my life stories. And please, I welcome you to write me to my email if you have further questions or curiosity. And I hope to see you next time.